Sidecar Games. My name is Kevin Manley, and today I'm here with my good friend Chris.
What's up?
And we are gonna beat this game. Probably this episode.
Come on, beat a game.
We're gonna go to Jotunheim right now.
We're gonna go to
Yeah.
Zelda's to play Dark Souls. Fair.
I saw Spider-Man in chat.
That would be a good one.
That would be a good one. I did get halfway through the game, but
Both of us did.
You didn't beat it?
No, I got about halfway.
Oh, really? I would play that game on stream. You own it, right?
Yeah, I'll play it.
Okay. And then we go to Jotunheim. I can't believe that wasn't just the end of the game.
I love how you're going the long way.
Yep. That was just such like a
the
climactic
longest way.
resolution scene.
It was a solid resolution to that whole thing.
Yeah. God. If you didn't see the last episode where I just cried over that last scene, you should go watch that.
Get ready.
I was joking, but I'm down. What about Subnautica chill stream?
Could be chill.
They came out with a new Subnautica.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, it was like an art below zero.
About this a bit more.
I haven't played it yet.
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine. Ready?
Ow! 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 Ow!
Kamehameha! That's so badass.
Jesus. Hey, you okay there, buddy?
Please tell me Momir's alive still. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's fine.
We must be close.
I'm surprised he's not saying anything, but
What are we waiting for?
I'm ready for more Kevin tears.
We will see.
We'll see if it happens. If the last scene is as good of writing as that last one, it could happen.
Please, before we continue.
Oh shit.
Listen, the last thing you two need up there is a decomposing heat ruin in the moment. Why don't I wait for you here? This is between you and the boy.
True. But if someone were to fight...
My lady sips soft, perfect sloshers. You done did it.
Sorry. We had to see this.
Oh, no. No. Fine, damn it. Fine.
Watch the head till we return.
I can do this. No, I can't.
You okay?
So good.
Ready.
I love this part.
Come.
Oh god. The music's coming in. I don't even know if I'll make it up the staircase with this music right now.
You okay? You gonna get there?
It's an emotional moment,
You're
dude.
about to finish this journey.
Is it just climb up to the stairs, cutscene, and go, boys? That'd be weird. That'd be a short episode. I know Chris is being silent because he knows secrets.
I can't say anything.
It's all good. I don't want you to. I want to experience this fresh.
Game over.
Credits.
Sorry, I ruined the moment.
He's like, is there more food? No, bitch.
Are you moving?
Am I supposed to be? Oh. I'm supposed to be moving.
Like,
Look at these guys. They're like, we got this, bitch.
I can see the highest peak ahead. Right over there.
oh yeah, we were going to the Giant's middle finger. Forgot about that.
Oh, that's right.
Did it.
God, this fucking score, dude. Like this tragic victory music. He just starts peeing.
Don't ruin the moment, Kevin.
What are you doing?
Oh shit.
I have nothing more to hide.
Oh shit. God damn it. This game and my emotions.
Can we go now?
Dad,
We're so close.
you've still been using those blades. It's not like we had anything to know.
Look at those arms, though. Hey, by the way.
He's gonna let him carry it the rest of the way. God damn it.
I knew that was gonna break Kevin. I knew it.
God damn it.
Carry her.
It's so fucked up. God damn it. Why are you doing this to me, games? The only bad part is that my armor doesn't match. I'm just looking at my gauntlets. I'm like, they don't match my shiny green armor. I should look fresh doing this
It's
right
nothing.
now.
I just thought I'd hear voices by now.
Oh no. That's right. He has voice hearing powers.
Hello?
I hope there's not a
Anybody
boss fight.
here?
I'm too emotional. Oh, well,
Hold on. There's a lot of X stuff around here. Or square.
Why carve all these faces?
What if this is all the giants that got out of Midgard alive? Not really many at all.
Yeah, look around. There was another one right there.
What is this place?
They must have all come through here when they left Midgard. What was left of them.
Is it a graveyard?
Take your time.
Odin and Thor, ruining everything for everybody.
Oh, is that just what that says?
Essentially. He summed it up for you pretty well.
What is this lonely little chair right here?
There's a lore journal for
I'm not going to read that.
Where are they now?
The giants came back home so they could survive. But I'm not sure they did.
Turn around. Make sure there's nothing. Yeah, there's another on the
I
wall
should feel
behind you.
But I don't.
Oh, I thought that was a doorway.
Nope.
What happened to them? Why'd Mom send us here?
One question is answered and two more take its place.
Huh.
Oh, is the mom
Who's the
sending
guardian?
us on a quest to just kill all the gods?
You're good. He's writing it in his journal.
Okay. What did he say about it, though?
The Guardian.
Okay. This is interesting. There's some rubble. Sorry, it's going to be a quieter episode. I'm just feeling this moment right now, you know? Uh-oh.
Wait! Father! Something's happening.
What the hell? Oh shit. That's her.
Mm-hmm.
It's your axe. It's smaller. Look,
What is her deal?
she's arguing with a bunch of giants. She knew giants?
Apparently the mom was a badass.
That's us. The first time we met the world serpent.
Why is that?
But how?
Is it a prophecy?
And our fight with Baldur. But that just happened. Wait. They knew everything that was going to happen. The dragon in the
Yeah.
mountain. The stone mason. All these drawings. This is our story.
Oh,
It's still a Greek tragedy.
this is your story.
Pay attention.
But what does it all mean?
That I was not the only parent with secrets.
You didn't know.
Was she a god too?
She was a giant.
Oh, she's a giant. That makes more sense.
Just basically a god.
Yeah. Go touch more shit, boy.
I'm a giant.
I'm a giant god.
Why didn't she tell us?
She sent us here, knowing we would find this.
But why not just tell us the truth?
Your mother would have had good reasons. Baldur was never sent to find me. He was tracking her all along, not knowing she was only ashes.
If she had a plan for us, I trust it. Whatever it is. Besides, she hasn't been wrong yet. Come on. We're so close to the end now.
Oh god. Oh no.
Yes. Yes, we are.
What? Is that something coming out of the boy's mouth?
And Kratos on the ground.
Look. It's Mother's. She was here. She saw every step we took before we took it. Like she was always with us. Watching over us. Leading us home. Let's
Well-
finish it.
What would be coming out of his mouth? Looked like a world serpent. No, I got you, Chad. I know.
Stop looking at chat.
The last hour has just been chat like, hold.
I know, and I'm like, want to yell at chat, but I understand.
It's all good.
I just want to yell at you for looking at chat.
It's hard. Oh shit! He just popped right up. Whose hand is that? I mean, I guess it's a giant's.
Look at this area.
Oh, it's all giants.
Yeah,
Oh, they all done and died.
yeah.
That's why she wanted to come up here,
That's
because she's a giant. She wants to be in where I want to go where the giants go.
I want to go
Where the
giants
go.
die.
I want to see.
All right, we're
where
done with
the-
this.
See,
Go.
they're dying.
We're ruining the moment.
All right.
Father,
No. We do it together. Son.
That's gorgeous. Kind of just all led to this. Look at his gauntlets not even be able to texture through the bag.
Goodbye, Faye.
I love you, Mom. The giants. They really are all gone. There's nothing for us here.
Come.
So, I get that Mother was a giant, which makes me part giant and part god.
And part mortal.
Right. I guess there's just one thing I don't understand. My name on the wall. The giants called me Loki?
Oh shit!
Okay. That's the name your mother wanted for you when you were born. She must have called you that to her people.
But why?
question for another day.
Interesting.
Let us go home.
That's kind of breaking the lore of Loki, though. Like the real Loki.
Loki was part giant, part god.
That's true. He's part giant.
Loki was a giant.
They didn't say what. I mean, they didn't necessarily need it to be Odin.
Nope.
Interesting.
Hey, remember when Dustin was here and was asking about Loki and I couldn't say anything?
Yeah.
Yep.
Guess it all
why.
makes sense now.
I couldn't
She
tell
wanna end
you.
up here. Be with your kind.
Oh. Credits
Did
in
she know it
the.
was gonna be like this year? Is this
Nice.
what she wanted us to
Spoilers, game's not over.
see? Did she
Yeah,
want us
no, I
to tell
figured.
people, or keep it a secret?
He was the
Right.
adopted son of Odin.
Not know.
Oh, that's right.
So what should
Did
we
they
do?
say who the part
I
god
trust
was
you to
in
decide
the
that.
original lore?
Oh,
Well,
No.
he was a giant who was the adopted son of Odin.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh, that means that if this plays out, Odin's gonna adopt this boy, and Kratos is gonna like go crazy and try to kill Odin,
or be dead.
or be dead.
So-
Yeah.
I mean,
why
we just.
wanna name me Atreus? I know it can't be for God.
No. He was a soldier. A Spartan.
The Great Warrior?
All Spartans
Yeah,
are
it's a
great
Spartan name
warriors.
for sure.
We trained from birth. Our lives were discipline, duty, battle, and death. Life was grim, and we greeted it grimly. But Atreus of Sparta was unlike the rest of us.
Like, I don't want to go down to like Mimir and just like interrupt this conversation.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
just hang out.
He
Yeah.
was happy. He inspired us to hope that though we were machines of war, yet there was humanity in us. Goodness. When the day came for him to lay down his life in battle, his sacrifice saved countless
mean, you can
others
walk.
and turned the tide
Yeah.
in our favor. I carried him home on his shield and buried him with all the honors of Spartan custom. His memory was a comfort in dark times.
Wow, you actually told a good story. I missed it.
Scribe brings up a good point. The question is if Kratos was able to change the prophecy enough to change Loki's name, maybe the prophecy isn't entirely correct.
Oh.
In the mythology, Ragnarok starts when Loki escapes from prison, which makes me wonder if Atreus will be captured in the next game.
Interesting. All right, so we can run now.
Yeah. I think it was time for you to actually be able to get all the way to the end,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, but I kind of felt like that was like a walking conversation. Because he's telling this sweet story about his homeland and
Yeah.
that.
well, I think, but you literally stopped moving,
Yeah.
so. And he probably would have been telling it as he went down these stairs.
Yeah, true.
So.
Yeah.
I believe I did the same thing. I think I stopped.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember a lot
I
of the end.
understand if you want to go home, but I bet there's still some corrupted Valkyries out there that could be set free. Some other help people.
Oh,
Maybe helping people was part of why Mom sent us out here, too.
he's like, hey, side quest, boys.
What would Atreus of Sparta do?
And what would Loki do?
Huh. That's a weird name. I'm glad we went with yours.
That's cool.
So cute.
This game's adorable.
Lads, am I glad to see you.
Oh shit.
I've reached my limit for dwarven charm.
What happened, Mimir?
I
Took a
banished them.
comfortable number of measurements and then proceeded to bicker about the weather.
What do you want us to take?
How about the warm confines of anywhere bloody else?
My ass.
I'm excited that if they do another game, we get to have Mimir on us all the time.
Explore with Atreus. That's cool that they let you finish the game and explore
Yep.
from there.
New Game Plus allows you to start a new game while maintaining your equipment and all your other bullshit.
Okay.
Cool. Got it. So we can go home, guys, and it doesn't stop our exploration, correct? Just want to confirm that before we make that decision.
Oh, we have to go back to our house?
We have to go home. That is the last thing we must do.
Okay.
Yes, we can. So go home.
All right, let's go to Midgar.
Something I didn't do until 100% of the game. But
Oh, really?
To
Yeah.
Midgard, I should warn you. More time has passed than you likely realize. The snowfall that began when you slew Baldur has become something else. The stuff of omens.
Omens for the coming of winter.
Not just any winter, but a great winter to span 3 summers. And when it's done, Ragnarok begins.
Ragnarok
Oh shit.
from snow.
Aye, snow. Lots more snow. And then the end of the bloody world. In that approximate order.
Another prophecy.
No, brother. Prophecy doesn't expect this for 100 more winters at least. You've changed something.
Oops.
Prophecy didn't
Oh.
count on you.
So Ragnarok is probably the next game.
You kicked off Ragnarok early. Well, I mean, we got 3 years.
So maybe like next game could be like 1 year.
It could be God of War 3.
It's Fimbulwinter.
I hope there's 3 of
My
these.
throat. This
All right, we don't need to talk to them. We just need to go here to home.
Oh, you're making me very nervous. It was bound to snow sooner or
Oh, we
later.
can't.
that ain't just snow and you know it. It's the end time.
We can't.
Dare you?
Yeah, you have to wait for this to finish.
Guys,
Just discussing the
Well.
weather. Bit of a cold snap lately.
What he means is, Fimbulwinter's upon us, boys. The winter to end all winters. I can feel it in my screw.
yeah,
I can feel it in my scrot.
we heard.
So if you're heading home, try to keep moving, and also to not die.
Oh,
Or if you're not heading home,
that's a good idea.
same advice.
God of War Dark World.
Oof. Oof. So in the mythology, the long winter starts when Baldur dies. We killed Baldur 100 years before Baldur was supposed to die.
Oh, interesting.
They didn't expect a Spartan to come in and just murder the shit out of
Fair.
gods.
But
Oz, I think we all know what scrote means. It's short for something.
I believe that's where the testicles live.
Yep. That is correct.
Scrotenheim.
Well, let's go to Scrotenheim.
Guys, do you think Scrotenheim's gonna be in the next game?
God, I wish we went to Jotunheim and
We could. God of War, Scrotenheim.
Brock just walks out and says, "Ah, so you managed to open the portal to Scrotenheim, did you?" I'm like, Brock, we're having a goddamn moment here, you son of a bitch.
That Brock. Beep, beep, beep.
I mean, he basically did it. Mamir's having this nice moment where he's like,
Let me off here.
"This is between you and him," and these two fuckers are like, "Oh, hey, what's going on here?"
We're finally home. Feels like a lifetime ago.
If only you could actually like walk back to home.
It's a right improvement over having tree bark in your tadger.
Can you?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Because it would have been nice to like have that like journey back, you know, kind of
Yeah,
like at
well.
the beginning, at the end of Undertale.
Time to rest.
I'm gonna sleep through winter.
We might want to fix our house.
Yeah, we're fine. Adult Loki was supposed to kill Baldur. Well, actually trick someone else into killing him, but in the game, Loki was there,
Okay, this'll do.
but he didn't force or trick anyone to kill Baldur.
Mm.
Sleep.
Oh, you could have journeyed back.
Way ahead of you.
No. Okay.
I thought the way was closed, but
All right. Years later. Are you sure?
The ball.
not many. Still wearing that piece of shit armor.
Oh shit. I'm fucking Thor, bitch.
You did kill your son.
Yeah.
I didn't know Chris Hemsworth was in this game.
Apparently is.
That post-credit stinger.
If you will, yeah. All right.
That's it.
There's no after this credit scene?
No, I believe there's not a scene where they all sit down and eat shawarmas. I think we're safe.
All right. Well, I gotta say, actually, I want to leave this on. I want to hear this. That's a good fucking game, dude.
Yeah.
I've been feeling this for a while. And I've been wanting to, like, I don't want to make a bold claim yet. Let me take this back. Let me backtrack. I had a bold claim that was brewing in me. And
Okay.
I didn't know if it, like, I was like, I can't make this kind of bold claim. I need to see how it ends before I really know if this bold claim is accurate. But the bold claim was kind of getting there. And I do want to, I don't want to just come out of the gates and say it, but I want to, like, reflect on it and know for sure. Maybe play it one more time. But I think this is my favorite game of all time, boss.
Isn't that what I said when I finished this game?
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I definitely said this is the game of the generation.
It's certainly the game of the console. That scene where where Baldur died.
Yep.
The fact that they take the villain of the game, make him sympathetic, set up sequel villain pretty well, I think. I think she will be sequel villain for sure. I mean, because we're going to have to kill all the gods eventually.
It's fair.
I mean, we're going to be killing all the gods. I would like to see one of these games where... I'd like to see a trilogy of these games where a god makes it out alive, maybe.
I don't remember if we killed Athena.
I
Or not Athena.
I guess I didn't play the full trilogy of the original, really, so I don't
The
know.
other A one.
Yeah.
The one I can't remember. Aphrodite.
Mm,
I don't
okay.
remember if we killed her or not. In 3.
But, like, my point being, like...
I know you had sex with her.
I think it would be nice if you saw Freya maybe...
Aphrodite!
I think it would be interesting to see if...
We slayed her a different way. With our dick.
Yeah. I think it'd be interesting if Freya was mad at us, caused us some shit, and then maybe, like, there was some sort of resolution where we don't kill her, and then
we
she
don't know.
kind of chills out.
We don't know how this goes, and
Yeah.
I'll say it now, God of War did the grizzled old man running around with a child thing better than Last of Us did? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Last of Us is also one of my favorite stories ever told in a video game.
Fantastic.
This, though, I think I never had that moment in Last of Us where I'm bawling.
It's fair.
I can't think of any game where I've cried that hard during it. Like, the fact that this game, like it was...
It got you.
It really got me. It got me because it was extremely good storytelling. There is a moment of, as a gamer, there is a moment where a story is really good, or like something happens in a video game where, like, I feel pride for being a fan of this medium. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I'm a fan of this medium, when the medium does something really game-changing and really powerful and impactful, I feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. Like, I didn't do anything for this. Like, I didn't make this, but, like, I feel like investing in this kind of industry, like, you get rewarded every once in a while, which is why, like, when a movie is so groundbreaking,
it's that
and so
argument
good.
of, like, are video games art?
Yes.
This game is the new game to point to.
I would agree.
Like, Uncharted was there.
Uncharted was there. Last of Us was there. Journey was certainly there. I cried during Journey, just because of how beautiful it was.
Journey was amazing.
Like, it's not even
Journey felt like an art film.
Yeah, and it's not terribly emotional, but there is that one scene where, like, you're just like surfing, sand surfing.
Yeah.
And there's
that.
there's that point where you turn around a corner, and the sun is setting, and it's like glowing through, like, there's like these, you're in a tunnel, but there's like those archways, and the light's shining through the archways, and your silhouette's going through. That moment made me cry. It had nothing emotional happening in it, but it was just like, wow, that was really beautiful and impactful. You know what I mean? There's something about seeing something stunning. Now, this was A, something stunning. B, they were clearly milking the emotions as hardcore as like they cranked the emotion knob all the way up, right?
This would be a game that, like, if I had someone who wasn't really into video games and was like, tell me why you're into video games, I'd be like, watch me play this.
Yeah, don't like, or like, I don't even know if you could say play it on easy mode because it's pretty hard.
I would play it and have someone watch just because it's easier for.
Oz, I've played Shadows. I didn't beat Shadows, but I've seen the end of Shadows. It's great. It is great. I just don't think that, like, Shadows of the Colossus, I think, how do I phrase this? I think it got, like, a lot of praise, and I did really appreciate it, but I don't think that it was as emotional of a story as I think it got praised for. Does that make sense?
I think it was a thing of its time.
It was a thing of its time.
It was impressive when it came out.
Yeah, I played it years later.
Yeah.
And then also...
which means you had hype issues,
Also,
too.
well, also it was more that quiet storytelling.
That's a hot take.
Yeah, I know. Also, it was...
Spoilers?
Yeah, no, even that scene, like, it was just like, that's really sad. I don't like seeing that happen to animals. But at the same time, like, I'm a dialogue person. Like...
Yeah, that's
the other
true.
thing.
Dialogue does get you.
Dialogue gets me. And yes, there's some, like, I just mentioned something that was very visual that got me. But dialogue gets me. And so the reason why this scene was so impactful for me was, A, there was hype visuals. There was sad visuals.
Well, and it was
like,
also a very personal story.
It's a very personal story, and it's
Like-
it's also relatable. Like,
What about when Sif started limping in Dark Souls? I mean, it was sad, but I put that scene of...
it's sad, yes. This was devastating.
Yeah.
I think that there's a difference there for me. And again, this is personal opinion. And I'm not trying to badmouth any of these other experiences.
Well, and you're
but
not saying they weren't good.
I'm not saying they weren't good. I'm
Or
just
sad,
saying...
I guess.
Or sad. I'm saying they were those things, but this was on another level.
Yeah.
And also, on top of that, it was remarkably beautiful, remarkably poetic. Like a horse falling off a cliff is sad, but it's one layered, you know?
True.
This was like, and yes, was there some cliched storytelling in that moment? Yeah, but sometimes cliched storytelling really fucking works.
Well, it
you
exists
know?
for a reason.
It exists for a reason. And
Cliche isn't bad. Cliche really
Well-
refers to just ham-handed cliche.
yes, and I don't think this was ham-handed, but
Oh, God,
also, and I mentioned this in the last episode, that scene really pulled together how this was a Greek tragedy, and we did play Roundabout.
I didn't. I wasn't there.
Yeah, you weren't there for that. But it was such a, like, because it worked on so many levels in the sense that it was a sad scene, it was a powerful scene, it was some of the best writing I've seen in any art form ever. Like, the dialogue was so... As a person who thrives on good dialogue, that was amazing dialogue.
Yeah, it was.
Amazing performances, because you hear the characters emote, you hear the pain and anguish they're in. Even Kratos' moment there, he wasn't like like what you would consider traditionally sad. Like, he was very stern with his performance.
I mean, there were
but
moments
you felt the emotion behind it.
Well, I don't know if you noticed watching it first time through, but I definitely noticed. There were moments in his dialogue where Kratos started to break.
Yes.
He started to get that quiver.
Yeah, but that's my point. It's not like the overburdening.
No, but for Kratos, it's so much.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've been seeing this stark, very stern man.
Yeah.
And when you get to that scene where he's torn and he doesn't want to do what he's doing.
Well, there's the point where he grabs him off of her, right? And he doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to snap his neck, and he's standing there, and it's almost like this moment of like, please don't make me do this.
Mm-hmm.
But the cycle must end. He's like, I've killed my father, and I don't want my son to think that gods just kill their parents. And he knew that that's what his son would leap to.
Well, and even that
He knew that that's what his son would leap to.
well, the
and fact
conversation
that-
with his son is a conversation he's had with himself hundreds, if not thousands, of times.
about telling his son the truth.
Well, more in, is this where gods lead? Is this
Yeah.
what being a god is?
Yeah.
Will I kill you someday because this is all a god is?
Yeah.
And you could, and even in his dialogue and the way he expressed that, there was pain, and he was like, you could, everything, you could just see it. It was
Yeah.
just, it's phenomenal acting.
Well, and there's even nice subtext later when he goes to the wall and he sees the mural on the wall of him laying in his son's lap, dead. Where even after everything they've been through, I'm sure the question comes up in his head of, how did I die? Did my son kill me?
Well, it's hard to see what's going on.
It is.
Like,
But I think that's a really smart choice. Like, I don't think that maybe they just were like, Kratos' story ends as all Greek stories do, which is in tragedy. It could have just been that, but I think there was also this tinge of, there's a possibility Atreus has to kill Kratos at some point in time. Maybe he just gets overwhelmed by rage again or something like that. Like, maybe one of the gods manipulates him. We don't know what the gods will do in the future.
or that was Kratos' soul, which is us entering Atreus.
Yeah, there's dozens of things, you know.
Could have been.
But I just think that you don't see that level of storytelling happening in any game.
Most games, yeah.
Most games. I think Sony are the ones that try to hit this mark the most, and every single time they
there's an
raise the bar.
advantage. There's an advantage to the fact that they're first party.
Yeah.
Sony can throw money at this that not a lot of developers could.
Yeah.
Now, given any of the big companies could do this, they just
could
don't
easily do
because
it.
they're afraid.
Yeah.
Which is bonkers because God of War was one of the best-selling games ever.
Yeah.
And definitely sold PlayStations.
Yeah.
With how good it is. So any other company could do this. They just don't because they're run by bad people who don't understand how games work. But Sony is one of the few publishers out there
Yeah.
who has to sell a console
Uh-huh.
and so has the money to throw around because they need to sell consoles. They need games like God of War or other ones like, why don't I just play on Xbox? It's why I have a problem with Xbox.
Because nobody plays single-player games anymore.
Like, we have to pretend that's a thing, even though God of War was the best-selling game, and everyone felt like God of War... I mean, the two biggest games this year, or last year, were God of War and Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, no one was playing Red Dead Redemption 2 for the multiplayer.
No, and I heard Red Dead 2's story was really good, too.
It just was... The only reason I didn't like it is there's a lot in between that made it very hard to focus.
My thing is, and I found this with the Naughty Dog games. I think the Naughty Dog games do a really good job at this too, but
I would argue before God of War they were probably the best.
They were probably the best. But here's the thing: this game did such. Again, this is for me, but they took cinematic storytelling to a whole other level.
Oh yeah.
The fact that the camera never cuts, it's all one continuous shot, and you are fully invested, and the way that like things move around, it was just gorgeous. And like a lot of the dialogue sequences actually weren't in cutscenes. You were able to move around and things like that. And normally in games, I don't like that. Normally, I like just going to a cutscene.
You find it distracting.
I find it distracting being able to just walk around because then I'm just doing goofy shit with my character, or I'm swinging my axe on accident or something, you know. And usually, I find that distracting. But in this game, I get why they did. This was like the first game where I'm like, oh, I get why they did it because pacing wise.
Well, the camera work in this game is so good that it brings you feel like Kratos.
Yes.
I mean, even when you were Atreus shooting arrows, you were doing that naturally. The game didn't tell you to do that.
Yeah.
You were just doing it because you knew that's what you had to do.
Yep.
Because the game had sucked you into the point where it didn't need prompts anymore. You were just reacting to the game itself. Now, what about Sekiro? Neither of us have played Sekiro, and we were really referring to last year. This
Yeah.
year, who knows what's going on? But Sekiro is another great example of a single-player game that people are in love with.
Yeah.
So that's why I get frustrated when I see these companies killing their staff to make games like Anthem that are boring and unfun.
Yeah.
So
It's ridiculous. But like this, I don't know. Look how long this fucking these credits are.
Yeah, you
That's how
got
many fucking people worked on this
this was a
fucking
big game.
This is a big game.
Can you believe this game was in development for so long, and we just heard about it one year, and then the next year it was out?
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Oh my god.
I'm really well, and here's the thing: all those assets are made now. The engine's already there.
Well, it's going to be a PlayStation 5 game.
Oh, well, that's this year.
I doubt it's a release.
I doubt it's a launch game, but
First, we'll have that samurai game.
Yeah.
And then we'll have other games.
yeah.
This is a problem I have with the announcements of Cyberpunk. It's going to be locked to first person. It is very possible to make a very immersive game. It is very possible to make a very immersive game without locking you to first person. I agree, but that was a choice by Cyberpunk, and I don't have an issue with it.
I don't have an issue with it. People loved Half-Life. Like
Yeah.
the reason why Half-Life was so groundbreaking was it did storytelling without you leaving the
Yes.
mode of being in first person,
Yes.
and you were in control the whole time. That's never the reason why that's never gripped me is because it's not cinematic. My dial like my
I mean, but you got the games like BioShock.
Still, I agree. The language of storytelling for me, I'm a movie person. So the language for me is very cinematic. Like, I like
Right.
cutscenes in games because it's like a moment where I can watch something in dynamic camera angles, you know?
Well, so from what we've seen of the game so far, there are cutscenes in this game, in Cyberpunk.
Oh, yeah.
We've
yeah,
seen cutscenes.
Yeah.
It's just some of the action scenes
Yeah.
are locked to first person.
Well, I was mostly just talking about, like...
I understand, but
Yeah.
we're talking about Cyberpunk
Okay, sorry.
at this moment in time.
Yeah.
And I think that's important.
Yeah, well, I was going to say the reason why I like third-person games more is because I feel like even if you're in control of the character, you can, like, this game allowed me, for the most part, to kind of make those cinematic angles. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, cinematic angles to me is, like, over the shoulder, over the shoulder, over the shoulder. Which is why, like I try to turn and look at Kratos a lot.
Right.
Because to me, like,
But
I want to
admittedly,
see both
like,
camera angles. You know?
Admittedly, like when I look at like Cyberpunk
Yeah.
as the example we're using, that I'm like very interested in.
I am too.
I love the fact that, like, first off, I think shooters should be in first person. I just think they play better.
Oh, shooters?
I don't like cover shooters. I don't like over-the-shoulder cover shooters.
Well, like Last of Us in that,
I find them less
sh-
engaging.
the shooting in Last of Us, I agree.
It's boring.
It's boring. Yeah.
Whereas first person is very engaging. And so I totally understand with what they're doing. Now I can understand that, like, I'd like to be, if I'm walking around a city, I'd like to be in third person.
Yeah.
And I can see that.
Well, it just depends on what kind of game you're making, I think. Like, this game, because it's
Well,
such
I mean,
a...
this game couldn't even be in first person.
No. But, well, it's such a narrative experience
Yeah.
that, like, I think it's hard to tell as impactful of a narrative experience in first person. That's just my opinion.
I would maybe agree with you, but, like,
I'm just talking from my personal, like,
I mean,
tastes.
BioShock 1
It tells a great story.
admittedly, this is a better story, but this is also has years of expansions
Yes.
and technology that makes it more engaging. I mean, but that BioShock 1 reveal.
Chris has played both. I have not.
Have I played Dishonored? I played Dishonored 1, and I played through parts of Dishonored 2, and then stopped. I should play that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I stopped. Right now, I don't have a TV, so I can't. But maybe when I get a TV again, I will.
I'd be down to play like a shooter next.
Might be good to series to
We haven't
check
done
out.
a shooter. We haven't done a shooter in a while.
Have we done a shooter at all? Oh, I guess Half-Life.
Half-Life. The world is not enough.
I wasn't there for that.
I know.
Play Monkey Island. We'll figure it out. We got time. We got a whole weekend.
Yeah, we got a whole weekend.
Of thought.
Well, next week we're gonna do Monster Prom.
Oh yeah, we got some one-off time.
Yeah, I want to do a couple of one-offs, and then we'll figure out the next game. But yeah.
Monkey Island.
I'm just talking because I want all the credits in
No, you're fine.
in the episode. I like showing them.
Oh, we could play Fortnite.
We could
No one plays Fortnite.
do, it's all about that Apex Legends.
You gotta play that Apex Legends. Metro Exodus. Metro games are fun.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh,
All right then.
you'll get banned on Twitch for that.
Can you? Is that a permaban? Is that how that works?
I don't know. Feel like half their money for the last year was from that game.
It
so-
really was, man.
Yeah.
They made so much money off that game.
Oh,
Good
God.
God. It was a grossing game, I tell you what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like it feels weird to say it, or I mean, I guess I've been living in this game a little bit longer, than most people would when they just sit down and play it. But I've thought about it a lot. I do think this is
Ooh, play Mitka.
Magic the Gathering Arena.
Yeah.
We could do that.
No, we're not doing that. I can't watch Kevin play Magic. It hurts my brain.
You could play Magic.
There you go. I could teach you how to play Magic. I don't want to teach you how to play Magic. Then I'll lose more. You have more money to spend on cards than I do. It's my one advantage is I know how to play.
Yeah. They're This game is just really good.
Oh, it's great.
I'm still
I mean, that's the thing, like, why I was so mad at both of you, because I played this game, and then both of you were like, yeah, we're kind of playing it, and then you just didn't play it, and I was like, I want to talk about this game.
I know.
And you motherfuckers are just like, nah, it's not important. I'm going to play my Overwatch.
Well, now I'm going to be mad that Dustin didn't play this game. And
Well, now he's going to watch us.
Well, Ashley is going to... she's about to finish Horizon. She's really close. She's... she could probably turn on the PlayStation, and then it'll immediately beat the DLC.
Mm-hmm.
And then she has to do the final mission, and she's done.
Well, and you can do what we did here, where it's like, now you're like, well, we don't need to do the side quest. We don't...
I honestly think we could have done that whole game without doing
we could have.
Mephisto or
Yeah, we didn't
Nibelheim
need to do any of that.
or Scrotenheim.
No, we didn't need to do any of that, but we wanted to... We wanted to experience it.
Yes.
But I think when you're hanging out with Ashley...
Well, and I'm also glad we did it because for the show we were able to get kind of both places in there, so we could see the whole game in the actual YouTube series, and then also show a couple of the Valkyries. And God, these credits are still going. Because I want everyone's name to be on the screen.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we're
like
talking about the web team
I
now.
like showing the credits.
But yeah, so if when you play with Ashley, you can go, hey, look, I know there's side quests, and it's not really worth the time. I really want you to experience the story. Then we can go and do the side quests.
Yeah.
And that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Kevin, check Discord.
All right.
Right meow?
Right meow.
Does he have to right meow?
There is an image of sorts. Is it the Overwatch t-shirt that you are referring to? It's pretty dope.
Definitely Overwatch.
It's pretty dope, man.
Gotta be it.
Chill.
Again, I don't hate Overwatch. I was just mad that you both stopped playing God of War and were like, but I'm playing this Overwatch game. You weren't.
I wasn't playing
I don't know.
Overwatch.
You just weren't playing games.
Was I playing?
I
What
mean,
was I playing? I just play. I mostly play games on the show.
I mean, Persona came out.
Were those right around each other?
They were the same year.
Oh, maybe I was playing Persona.
I don't remember.
Anyway,
But
God damn, that scene got me. That scene really got me. It still
I love
gets
the
me a little
end
bit.
of this game, though. I just love the Loki reveal. There's so much of this game I love.
Yeah.
And that's why I was really getting to that scene and being like, I can't wait for everyone to experience that.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you to experience that because of how good that was.
Yeah.
and like how important that was.
Uh-huh. And I think, like, I don't know, maybe the ending was emotional for sure, like with them sprinkling the ashes and all that. It was emotional, but it wasn't like as it was just so hard to to do something.
It was the final act
Yeah.
coming down from the final climax.
Yes.
Like the final climax was the Baldur fight.
Yes.
And it was the come down from that. But even the come down from that was leading.
I know, but like chat was like, "Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet." And
Well,
I was
that's why
like,
I was like, chat, calm down. Like, it's not like what happens is very important for the game.
Yes.
And very important for the future.
yeah.
But like, I was like, it's not. This is the probably biggest scene in this game.
Yeah. I was not going to get emotional by and that's the other thing. Like you have a cry like I did during that scene.
Well, the thing
you're
is,
not going to have another cry like that same night.
If you didn't have that scene,
oh yeah, you needed like a
you
calm
would
down.
have cried at the final scene.
Oh yes.
That would have broken you, but because you'd already been broken
Yeah.
and coming back, it didn't.
Well, because it was more like that felt more like the sweet, quiet reward
Yeah.
for having your emotions drained from that one
Right.
scene.
But again,
Yeah.
if you hadn't had your emotions all drained from that scene, I think
the
the beauty of the ashes being spread,
yeah.
them discovering this whole thing was planned by
Yeah.
their mother / wife.
To be fair, that made me cry because I was like I was just talking about how this game is a template Greek tragedy,
Right.
And the fact that there's even a prophecy, like
Yeah.
you guys don't like. I don't know if you guys know Greek tragedies that well, but thank you for the bits.
Thanks, buddy.
I don't know if you guys know Greek tragedy that well, but prophecy is so important to Greek tragedies,
Right.
That I mean, they're important to a lot of mythologies. Like Egyptians had prophecies all over the place too. But in terms of Greek tragedies, like the Oedipus story.
Well,
Oedipus's father was told, "You will have a son. He will marry your wife, and he will kill you."
It's the
You know?
inevitability of a Greek tragedy,
Yes.
which makes it so tragic.
Yes, the fact that you cannot change it, and every attempt that you make to try to change it,
Just makes it happen.
oh fuck.
You okay there?
Just the realization of where they could take this series. The fact that this series has to end with Kratos in his
Dead.
boy's lap with a ghost spirit or something flying out the boy's mouth. It needs to end that way because yes, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, because Kratos needs to try to prevent it as much as possible. I think that's what, if I were to write this game, the next series, the next episode or whatever, the next chapter would be Kratos trying everything he can to prevent something in that prophecy. And then no matter what he does, it just all comes true.
The thing
at
is,
the end.
I don't know if that's Kratos.
It could not be Kratos.
Kratos is a man who just walks towards it.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
Well, you were saying he changed his name from Loki to Atreus.
Well, Loki was supposed to be Atreus,
Yeah.
but Kratos said no, he's Atreus.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, the Ragnarok prophecy wasn't supposed to happen for 100 years. We changed that.
That's true.
So what? But the thing is, like, this series ends with Kratos dead.
I think it does.
There's no conclusion where he does not.
Like, when I first started playing this game, I was like, haha, how cool would it be if, like, next they go to Egypt and kill all the gods
Yeah.
of Egypt, you know, like I want,
But you came into it what God of War was giving you before.
yes.
God of War was a kill fest. Like we said, we banged Aphrodite. Like, haha,
Yeah.
that's such a kid's game. Like,
Yeah.
it's so interesting seeing what they've done with this.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's so cool.
Now, obviously,
to-
the creative direction the creative director is not the same as it used to be,
No.
which is possibly why it shifted in a more mature theme.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the more mature theme helps.
But he was on the team from the very beginning.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But it just,
I think he helped create Kratos with David. Like, I think him and David Jaffe were,
you may be right.
yeah.
But
I
it's
think
one of
they
those things where, it's really nice because of the fact that we, as kids, played God of War, and now as adults having much more adult God of War. Mm-hmm. Like, if God of War was what we were as kids, we'd be like, that was fun. But, like, it wouldn't have been good. It wouldn't have been memorable.
Yeah.
It would have just been okay. This, completely different.
Yeah. I'm really interested to see how they do the next game, too, with, like, what world will be the main hub. Because I feel like they can't do Midgard as
Because
fully.
we've already have it.
We've already
We've
explored
been
it fully.
everywhere place.
Yeah, like, maybe, like...
But if you notice, there were 4 realms we didn't go to
Oh, that's true.
that were unavailable.
That's true. That'd be very interesting if, like, we go to one and that's where we spend the most of the time of the game.
And we can go back to any of the other realms and
Yes.
explore more areas. We
Well,
were
they-
streamlined
Well, they
into
can,
one area.
yeah, and they can kind of broaden it out. And I think that there's even things they can do in Midgard to be like, oh, there's, like, it's not the same map. Like, you go, like, instead of, like, from his house down the path to get to the boat to go to the thing.
Well, certainly
go,
you
like,
could
the other
travel
way.
to a different location
Yeah.
in Midgard. There's no question. But with Tyr's Temple and stuff, with, like, how do you do that without...
Without Tyr's Temple and
Exactly.
the Bifrost.
And
yeah.
maybe you don't.
Yeah.
3 realms you could not go to.
Okay. I'm interested. I'm really curious to see what they do.
Like I
because
said, the second this game ended, I was like, well, I'm ready for the next one.
I'm immediately ready.
Like, I can't wait. Now, I have to wait for PlayStation 5 to come out because you know it's a PlayStation 5 game.
Uh-huh.
There's no way it's coming out on PS4.
Yeah.
And luckily, that's this year. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's coming out this year, guys.
Oz. They have not brought in a lot of characters. Stefan, Finir, Hel, chief among them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, none of... I mean, there's a lot of major characters that have not shown up.
Odin didn't show up.
Hell, we don't even know what Odin looks like.
We don't even know what Thor's beef with us is.
We don't?
Nope. I have no idea what would be causing him to be slightly perturbed.
You don't think it was his 2 sons?
Nope.
Hey, we're back.
Atreus, are you ready?
Yeah, but I had the weirdest dream. Winter was ending, and Thor came for us.
Oh.
Here at the house.
It was only a dream.
But it felt different.
Oh shit! It was a
It
dream.
felt real.
It was a prophecy.
It felt like the future.
Then we will worry about it tomorrow. there are still things we can do. Come.
I love Kratos.
God, so good.
Yeah,
Thor-
who's excited to kill Thor in the next game and then kill Odin in the next game?
Yeah.
They might preview the system this year, but they aren't coming out until 2020, especially since Sony won't be at E3. I'm telling you. Fall release. One, it's going to come out the same year they preview it. I guarantee you that.
Yep.
That I will guarantee you.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. This has been the final episode. Not really, actually. This has been
the end of the story for God of War, and
Yes.
possibly the end of God of War for a bit of time.
Yes.
Until Kevin can get up to snuff in his fighting abilities to finish.
Yeah, because we
God
still
of
have some Valkyries to fight.
We have quite a few Valkyries to
Yeah.
fight.
So yeah. Seems to be something wrong with the curtain over here, but we'll figure that out later. Anyway.
Oh, no.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to watch us live, we stream every Monday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Monday, Wednesday,
You
and
sure?
Thursday nights. Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights from 7 to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we play a variety of games with a variety of different people. Bye, guys.